Welcome to Beit Bushra. I'm Bushra and this is my home. Today I'd like to shout out to all those vegetarian Arabs who are struggling because the Arab food culture is a predominantly meat-loving food culture. And so for that reason, this month we're making all vegetarian options. What many people don't know is that there are a lot of delicious vegetarian meal options. The problem is that there are a lot of Arabs in the community that think if there's no meat on the table, it's not a proper meal. I'd like to erase that idea from all of the Arab community, because people who choose to live a vegetarian life or to put a lot more veggies in their diet are actually the smarter ones. They're filling up on vegetables, they're getting all their vitamins, all their fiber, and it makes your body happier than to eat meat all the time. So kudos to you if you're a vegetarian. This video is for you. If you haven't guessed already, we're making falafel. Falafel is my favorite breakfast food. If I go to a new restaurant, I always try their falafel, and I may or may not judge that restaurant depending on how good their falafel is. And I say that because I have had some of the best falafel in the world. And believe it or not, it comes from my mama's kitchen. So lucky for you, I'm gonna teach you that recipe today. So as you know, falafel is a garbanzo bean vegetarian patty. What you wanna do the night before is to soak 16 ounces of garbanzo beans in water. To your garbanzo beans, you're gonna add 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Also for my recipe, you're gonna need about 10 ounces of split fava beans, and you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna soak these in water, but the fava beans do not need any baking soda. And the next morning, 1 bunch of cilantro, 1 bunch of parsley, and 1 bunch of green onions. Clean your green onions and just leave the nicest part of the middle part of the green onion. For your parsley and your cilantro, you're going to kind of make a tree out of them. So take it apart from the bunch and then line them up so that all the leaves are on top and all the uneven stems are on the bottom. For your parsley, you're gonna cut as close to the leaves as you can because the parsley stems are a little bit tougher. And then for the cilantro, you can just take off all the uneven stems. The cilantro stems are not gonna be a problem for you because they're actually softer than the parsley stems. I also have garlic. And basically, once you have all of your ingredients set up, you have your handy dandy, I love this guy. This is your food processor. If you don't have a food processor, what are you waiting for? That's ready. When you fry these, you're gonna need a, what is this called? Like a oil fryer skimmer thing. You know what they are. Okay, and most importantly, you're gonna need a falafel mold. It has a spring like this and it has its own spoon. They're very cheap, you can find them online. If you don't have a falafel mold, super easy. You can either use your hands and just shape them into small patties, or you can use 2 spoons, 1 bigger spoon and then a smaller spoon, and just kind of use that to help you create a shape for your falafel. That way you can have kind of the same size falafel. So the other thing is that my food processor does not fit all of the fava beans together. You might be thinking, well then why are you making so much? It's because the falafel batter freezes very well, and then when you need it in emergency situations, you just take it out, thaw it, and then fry it up. So easy. So that's my plan today. I suggest you do the same, and if you don't believe me, well, you'll be angry after you make it and then realize it's super delicious and wonder why you didn't make more. So go ahead and stick with my measurements. Remember, the link for the measurements and ingredients is in the description box below. So this is my plan. I'm gonna put half the garbanzo beans in here and half the fava and half all of the greens. Then I'm going to process it. Once that's processed, I'm going to transfer it into a large bowl, put all of my spices on top, and then do the same with the rest of the beans, the fava and the greens, also the toum, the garlic, and then I'm going to mix it by hand. All right, and this is what it looks like right now. Do you see this texture? All right, it's very spreadable. It took me a few minutes to get here. I had to add half a cup of water. I had to keep scraping down the sides. Alright, so now that your falafel mixture is complete, you're going to, right there, heat up your oil. So this is how you're going to do the falafel maker. You want to pull on the spring and take some of your falafel mixture and just kind of stuff it in the mold. Well, in diagonal fashion, you're going to take off all the excess. When you're ready into your oil, you're going to push this up as much as you can. Come as close to the oil as possible and then gently slide it into the oil. When you're frying your falafel, you're gonna go for an almost burnt color, so like a dark brown color. Sometimes you might need to flip your falafel upside down so that it gets both sides of the falafel. And that's it. Now you have a lifetime supply of falafel that you can store in your freezer. My favorite way to eat the falafel is plain like that because it has so much flavor already in it. The falafel that my mom makes I think are bigger than these for sure. This is as big as like my eyeball area. It's very small. Woo! Oh my god, that crunch. It's so crispy on the outside. It's fully cooked through. And you're gonna think, Bushra, I made so much falafel batter. Way to go, telling me to do that. No. You don't know how many you're gonna eat in one sitting. Be grateful. Wowie, can you hear the crunch? No? I swear, it's so loud. This is my problem, and most likely your problem as well. You will lose track of the number of falafel that you eat. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, remember to like it. If you like my falafel recipe, I would love to know in the comment section below. Happy Vegetarian October. That's it. That's all the falafel that you really, that's it.